Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Good laugh. Chad Chill Saturday, guys. And tonight we're going to go over. I'm going to have a few peppers with me that were sent to me from somebody on Google Plus, fellow pepper lover. And yeah, maybe talk about a couple other things, but we'll see. All right. Right now I'm sending stuff up. So, a minute here. We get the peppers out. Some of what how they are. All right. Really nice looking peppers. Let me double check real quick what's going on with this. Give me 1 second, please. Right, everybody. Right, alright, I'm going to show these peppers. From what I was told, these pods they got this from where at a market that somebody knows. Wait, let me see. Oh, no. Let's see, I'll get to showing the peppers. These are nice looking pies. I like the shapes of them. Lighting isn't doing them the best of justice, but give me 1 second, maybe I can improve that. Might help a little bit. Right. Alright. Alright, as far as what who I got these from told me is that these were grown from a lightning mix is what the description had read from what he had told me. And the lightning and it's something this from what I get of the description, they're a habanero type, but that can cover lots of different kinds of peppers. And these are supposed to be fairly hot, come in a wide range of colors, going from orange to red, mustard, yellow, brown, chocolate, coffee, whatever. Not whatever, I mean just whatever color you can think of almost. It's like a rainbow mix of colors. And yeah. And I guess a lot of people like using them to cook with and everything. They're supposed to be fairly tasty from what I've heard. So, and the person I got these from has sent pies to me before. He's sent some rather nice peppers. His name is Will G on Google Plus. And yeah, this one I like the look of this pod, but if you look, there are some similarities to them. I mean, it's just the skin texture and that I can tell the similarities of. These two look more similar in shape, but that doesn't mean they're not related. Um, I mean, I've had if anybody watching this video is familiar with growing, they'll know that with a lot of peppers and varieties, there's always going to be bound to be different shapes, sizes, and all that kind of stuff. But all right, let me check this out. All right. Hmm. Just debating on which one I want to look at first here. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Mm. These are not the thinnest, definitely not the thickest. Um, Fair amount of seeds. Not crazy amount. There's some placenta, but not overloaded. This got a really pleasant smell. No smell fruity. There's a slightly sweet smell I'm picking up. This does have an aroma of like one that would be used go pretty well with cooking, you know, various dishes. I'll go ahead and show you the inside. Alright. Those smell rather nice. They're supposed to be a condensed variety, but it doesn't have like a floral aspect, but it does smell good. It's rather meaty, which is rather is nice. Something like this, you could take about me and probably take at least around 10 or so of these peppers and throw it in a dish to cook with. Um, Very nice flavor. It does have a quite slightly smoky aspect to it. Um, there is a sweet flavor, sweet tone. Um, it does have like almost habanero like uh, level of heat to it. It feels like it's still trying to build. Um, this for a dish like this, or a dish to be used for this pepper, would be rather nice. In the fact that somebody who's looking to spice up their dish, good way to go, but not something that's going to overtake it with heat. I mean, I feel that I could put a good cup's worth or some of these peppers in with a dish easily, and the burn's not a bad burn at all. It's got that heat that's staying in around the bit of the gums, some of the roof of the mouth a bit, but it's localized on top of the tongue a little bit further back. And you can feel the heat kind of creeping back a little bit, but it's not one of those ones that's going to be overwhelming. At least in my eyes, it isn't. There goes a little pepper. Now, as the heat settles in, I can feel a little more around my gum line a bit. And this is nice pepper. Pleasant burn, nothing overwhelming. But if a person is not very heat tolerant, that'd be something else. But so I would suggest that if a person were to not like heat on anything past jalapeno, wouldn't go for this. But yeah, all right. The heat I can feel still feel in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and which is rather nice. I like the whole aspect and shape of this one. Looks really cool. So it feels like it's rather meaty as well. Took a little effort to cut into this one. Hmm. It's got a very different aroma to it. Now, this has got your atypical brown chocolate type of aroma. At least for these ones. It does have that smell that is nice. It does smell earthy, but on the undertone, I get a hint of sweetness. As far as I can tell, it's got a thin line of placental tissue along in the walls. Fair amount of sneeze, not a whole lot. I like the shape of this pepper. All right. All right. This one definitely has a pleasant flavor to it. It's does have that smoky, earthy, I wouldn't say grassy, but very pleasant all overall taste. It's really nice. Um, and there is that right up front when I was chewing on the pepper, I was getting that aspect of sweetness, which is nice. Definitely is very nice on that. And yeah, I definitely cook with that pepper. Nice taste in general. Um, the burn is different, but that goes with the territory of different colored paws. A lot of times the burns are going to be different, and the flavors will be different. A lot of times going from reds to browns, flavors all together on a different plane. Just like if you compare orange to red, orange to brown, orange to yellow, and any of those other color variations you try to compare each to, because typical. Oh, well, I'm getting a little off track on that one, but typically, a lot of times, browns tend to do have that earthy, smoky flavor, but this does have a bit of sweetness in there, as I was mentioning, and it's a good sweetness. And the heat is got that warmth in there, that burn, and it's a good burn. To me, it's a pleasant one, and it's it's got like a temperature uh feeling that makes it feel warmer, which isn't bad. I actually like it. Oh, excuse me, pepper. And ooh, and this one's getting the gums more. And yeah, really do like this one a lot more. And the way it's burning. I like the flavors on that red one and the brown one, but in different ways. The red, I like this more, a little more fruity aspect to it. And this one, I like it for its earthy, smoky tones. They, they both have their own types of sweetness that comes about in different aspects and different types of burn, which the other one had more uh, right, right along the line of the gums, burn by the top of the tongue, a little bit towards the back, and this one is more over the gums and then it's on the tongue. But I think I like this burn a little more than the other one. I would say the heat level on these. The first one was a strong habanero heat. This was a little bit stronger, heat level than that. I would say for anybody that doesn't do spicy very well, I wouldn't take many of these to go a long way for you. But for me, I would definitely probably use a couple more. Sorry about that. I was looking at this little wire hanger thing I got for a light. Um, and what's about this one is that chocolate one. I wouldn't say there's floral. Chocolate pies aren't exactly loaded with floral aspects. Um, it just depends on the variety. Like like a Butch tea, for example, the red Butch teas, those can be really floral, but so can other pies be that way as well. Um, I just I don't mind floral aspects. I know they can get to be a bit much at times, but they're not something that's a deal breaker for me. Mm. Now let's see. Um, brown one, I'm liking the burn. But if anybody's got any questions about these peppers right now, um, just go ahead and get a hold of Will G on Google Plus. He can provide you with any more information than what I'm probably haven't given so far, and they are rather nice peppers that I've tried so far. Excuse me, pepper burps. And as I mentioned, I like the chocolate and brown one better so far. But yeah. So, Rob, let's see. I'm going to discuss these pies a little bit more for a little while, or at least for a few minutes more, and I'll switch to something else. Mm, I'm still feeling the warmth of that one. Let's see. Um, Hold on 1 second. Should have grabbed an extra piece of paper. Alright. Just wanted to write this down. Alright. Alright. We'll go ahead with this pepper. Alright, everybody. Let's see what this one beholds. Alright. Now the insides of this one looks very similar to that brown one or chocolate one I just tried. Alright. Nice smell. There is some undertones that is very similar to the one I was just the brown one, but you can immediately tell there's a fruity aspect. All right, fair amount of placental tissue, but not a crazy amount. All right. Here, let's see if I can do this way. Listen, the flesh on here is not trying to cooperate. All right, it's got a fair amount of seeds, but not crazy amount. Nope. All right, let's get to this. All right. This wasn't anything like the other red one I ate just before the chocolate one. And it is should have a very similar burn, but I know that it goes from one pod to another, even off the same plant. The heat and the flavor can vary slightly. All right. Now, the flavor is rather nice, but on this one, it's almost like in between the first two pods that I got. It does almost it tastes like it does have a smoky aspect in there. I mean, it's a tone of smokiness, but it's just not quite, smoky. But it is tasty, but not fruity in the same way as the first one. Definitely not sweet like the chocolate one. Nice flavor, but just not really super. I'm waiting for the heat see if it'll come in there. I know the heat's there, but it's not really getting at me. Um, it was nice though. Let me see. Now with this, I would stick with the heat level that's very similar to chocolate one. This would definitely be some good peppers to have to make in a salsa to cook with in various forms. And maybe the thoughts of tacos or some burritos, maybe. Tacos, probably definitely. Can't go wrong with good taco. And but um, I'll say the heat on this last one. just like I mentioned, is very, very similar to that chocolate. Burning in an almost identical way. But the main difference is I'm feeling like the heat's wanting to get right back here, but I don't know. It's just not getting there. But doesn't hurt. But if anybody's got any questions, comments about this peppers, please contact Will G on Google Plus. Because he's the one who sent me these peppers, and they're actually rather nice. And in looks, size, they're very meaty for those size of peppers. Nice flavors, good heat, good burns, and definitely worth a try. But all right, before I move on to anything else, I really enjoyed them, and be sure to and want to say thank you, Will, for sending me these peppers. I really, really enjoying them, and thank you. I really do appreciate that, no doubt. And everybody, be sure to go check out Will G's Google Plus page. And yeah, he does frequent with Pepper Lovers community. It's a nice community, and lots of cool people on there. All right, check out Pepper Lovers too. And everybody remember, Google Plus is a nice place to hang out. Lots of awesome people on there. All right, there's no doubt. Can't go wrong. Google Plus is a good, nice place. Um, yeah, but Pepper Lovers is a good place too. You know, yeah. In regards to anything on the what I got going on here, um, can't grow outside now. Uh, it's too cold outside. There's been freezing temperatures. Um, so everybody's plants around here have been getting hit with frost pretty hard. But if any of the plants were to bounce back in any kind of way, shape, or form, it would have to take a turn temperature wise, big time. Um, all the farmers have already been harvesting out their fields. Uh, Mostly, a lot of cornfields are been chopped, bean fields as well. So, and if the ones haven't been chopped yet, there a lot of them are on the way. But yeah, so um, it's been farmers being kept quite busy. And yeah, so I still got a whole mess of peppers I still gotta do my thing with. And we got a lot of things to make. But yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, I hear you on that, Rob. With my plants, I've had it some nights before and it frosted pretty hard. That there's some plants that have plants can survive the 30s, but it just depends on how low it dips for how long. That's all. But I've had plants get in the low 30s, still make it out, no problem. But it just depends on, like I said, for how long it decides to stay that low. If it's a short period, then it's no problem. But if it's just a hard set, and they're real rough like that, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be, it's gonna be rough. But what I'm gonna do for now is I should have already started up my own garden thing. Gotta wipe a couple things out and clear it up. But I definitely need to stock up on little neck cup things and little sponges and all that. I don't got any of those things going on really well. I just got like maybe three or four little sponges. So I'll have to see what I can do. But I got some ideas for an experiment with some other things. So I'll keep that going in mind. Um, yeah. And let's see what I can do. Um, there will be some things I'm going to work on to do this year. Um, let me look. There is a one plant I've had in here for quite a while. I'm surprised I still got it going. I mean, I'm not surprised that I got it live, but I'm just surprised that I've kept it in here without bringing it outside previously. Um, but all right. Um, yeah, there's some thoughts I have going on with this. But I'll show this plant. Um, I kind of cut the leaves, but most of all leaves off this guy previously, and all right. I'm just trying to free up some of this pollen a little bit. All right. We got some pods coming in. What I was doing right here, this plant looks like looks a little sparse, but I cut the leaves off a bit while ago, and it's actually get some leaves back pretty well. What I was doing is I was knocking free some of this pollen from some of these flowers you see here. Just doing that with the aid of this. Be the bee, this pollinator. Uh, so, hey, where's Brando? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, um, like, there's a pod. There's a pod coming in right back here. And, this is a bell pepper variety. Had this one go for a little while and harvested several off this plant. But as is, I don't know, I'm thinking about putting this in a larger container, which I should. Ooh, definitely need to clean this out. Yeah. Yeah, I left this one in here a little too long. Definitely need to clean out the reservoir in that one. But I've been rather busy as of late. That thing's kind of get me preoccupied a little much. So haven't had time to actually. I didn't take the time to actually focus on those, which I shall. Yeah, shouldn't take much to do that. Couple. I think I will transfer out of those into something else. Let me see. What shall I do? That wouldn't be bad. Might have to go up to the store and get some other ones. Because there's some flatter containers that would be perfect for starting off hydroponically. But I have to consider my options and weigh what I do and don't want to do with it. Now, with these other ones, I got other stuff to do with them. Hey, you look over there, Flash. Try to move you. I'm getting comfortable. All right. Come on. Now I got this one right here. Got this in the coffee container. Oh, yeah. This one was actually responding rather well. I actually cleaned off some of the old roots the other day. And this one was due for cleaning. I know the other ones were or are. I just been busy at work. So once this one starts getting some new stuff coming in, wanna get some of this other stuff out. But yeah. So let's go ahead and put this guy back. Right. Now, let's see. Couple other plants. This ornamental, I gotta get that one cleared up. We could actually use this thing to hold it in for a while. Hey, plant, let go of that plant. Jeez. Well, you guys like each other now, but shoot. Alright. Alright. While I'm at it, I'll go ahead. The leaf wants to separate. Yeah, take that one off. I know this one's getting clustered, but I just should trim a few of these leaves off. Got a whole mess of flowers in there. Got to keep up with some of these flowers. Alright. What's up, Ibra? How you doing? Yeah, guys. Yeah, Ibra, thanks, man. Those the watermelon candies are coming out rather nice, and yeah, definitely. Sorry guys, I'm just checking the message now. Alright. What's up, Cody? I'm just planning on growing plants, man. Planning on growing some peppers, like I do. Um, Not really particularly making a whole big old plan on it right now. I'm thinking about what I'm growing, but there's some I got other stuff to do before I can just jump straight into planning about it. Um, I'll probably actually start planning a little bit more about it. I don't know. Next so many weeks I'll have to think about it. But in general, I have to really keep that in mind about what I'll decide I want to do with that. Um, this year I ended up growing more of my own crosses and lots of other random stuff. I ended up with new crosses that popped up this year that I was not expecting. Um, I mean, some of them weren't to be expected, but I mean, other them weren't exactly new crosses per se, were just new phenotypes, I should say. Um, well, they're still rather new crosses, but they just meant new variants of crosses that I've had going around. That's what I meant to say. Um, but otherwise, besides that, I mean, I had some interesting peppers that popped around that are actually nice. A few of them like, are going to be ones I'll have to grow that I've been having around for quite a while that I haven't gotten to. There's seeds that I've had from several seasons back that I just never got to because past couple of seasons when I went to go start something, I ended up starting so many of this, so many of that, so many of this. By the time I would get around to that, it'd be like, dang. So, yeah. So I have to see what I can do about this season, this coming up season, what I can do, you know. Yeah, but yeah, here's a pod that I actually had ripened in here just recently. And no, it's not a peno, but rather nice looking, nice little type of pepper. Um, it actually came off this plant over here. Came off this plant. Uh, it's actually getting heavy on one side. Jeez. All right. Now watch this because it's going to get weighted. All right. Might have to consider doing something with this. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and mess with this pod here. Oh, nice. Ooh, like that smell. Nice smell to this pod. Now, this is rather not the smallest. Or not the biggest, I meant. Just not the biggest pepper over here. So, I'm not going to save the seeds. I already got plenty of them for this variety. This one was an unexpected phenotype that popped up, which I'm actually rather glad it came up from a couple seasons ago. Ever since then, it's been growing them out. Nice and crisp. I'm going to go ahead and up, up that in the container size. I don't know what size container, but that's flavor. Here's a crunch, but not a crunch like um, not a crunch like some thicker walled ones. But it's crisp. There is a variety I'm thinking about going inside this year. It's gonna be of a yellow variety of a bell type. It's rather large bell peppers. But growing it in here, and given the kind of size of containers I'll probably be using, the pie's not big, it might not be all that big. But it'll be one on one I experiment with. So I should get started on that one soon. Um, I'm gonna have to debate on how I'm gonna grow that one. That pepper right there that I just ate, I like the way that one burns. It's got a nice flavor, but it's got a different type of burn. Mm, alright. But there is one thing I'm going to experiment with. Growing. I might transfer one of these other ones to this bucket. And yeah, see how that goes. Toss around ideas of if it even works. So um, I'll probably go over that as the time goes by with it. Um, alright. Shoot. That one, no. That ornamental one I was thinking about transplanting, but that's been doing okay so far, I'd say. But I might just take that one. There's some what other ones would I want to put in there? I don't know. But, alright, guys. I think I'll go ahead and call it a night. I'm just having ideas and thoughts of what to do next. And yeah. All right. All right, everybody. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get ready to call it a night. And then I'll talk to y'all next video. Um, right now this year is kind of shot for doing a bunch of garden videos outside. Uh, that's because it's in that time and actually had some snowflakes coming around today. So yeah, but we'll go ahead and do my thing with some of this other stuff. All right. Okay, everybody. So what we're gonna do, talk to y'all later. And yeah. Yeah, that's what I think about snow too, Rob. Um, snow's good to look and cool to look at sometimes. You know, getting that right kind of snow, that white snow for to help chill your drinks. None of that yellow snow. Um, but yeah, you guys anything else? I mean, drawbacks to Midwestern weather, you know. Good soil, bad weather. What can you do? I mean, what would be nice for me is, give me 11-month growing season. You know, for that month in December, just do what you want, but give me the rest of the time. That'd be awesome. But Illinois, what can you do? What can you do? All right, everyone. I'll talk to you in a while. Or hey, how about this, Rob? A perennial, a perennial pepper. Yeah, make it like splice it with the tree or something. Just get that cool kind that splice it with a tree or a bush. But yeah, anyway, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I just want to say thanks again to Will G for sending me the peppers that he sent me, and don't forget to check him out. He's a good guy, good grower, and he's part of a nice, lovely community called Pepper Lovers Community. All right. anybody's watching this video, be sure to hop on Google Plus, check out PLC. All right. Yeah, show love and support for those who on Google Plus. That's what I'm basically saying here. And tune in to this video after the stream. Check out the live chat as it goes along. Check out Rob Eber and Cody and Gary and everybody else that pops up in the stream. A lot of decent people. All right. So yeah, talk to y'all soon. And yeah, good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. And it would be nice for that to happen with we can get that going. Be a pepper tree for real. You know. All right. Remember, check this out. Give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Show me love, and then you know, yeah, and check you guys out again sometime soon. Ooh, excuse me, late pepper burp on that one. And yeah, hope everybody has a good night, good week, and all that. And don't forget, keep it spicy. See you in the next one. Peace out and later.